We welcome you to this broadcast of boys varsity soccer on NKTelco Sports. We're at Sidney Soccer Field where the Lehman Catholic Cavaliers will take on the Sidney Yellow Jacket. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: Keyhole Pizza, First National Bank, Precision Strip, Emerson Climate Technologies, Carriage Works, Grand Lake Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric Automation, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, Pratt Industries, Wagner's IGA, Wilson Health, Winners Meats, and NKTelco, bringing you tonight's soccer match between Lehman and Sidney. I'm Dave Helmstetter. With me tonight, Jeff Hensham from the press box, from the friendly confines of the Sidney soccer field. Let's take a quick look at our keys to the game first for the visiting Lehman Catholic Cavaliers, Jeff.
Well, they want to get off to a quick transition from offense to defense, meaning flip the field, take advantage of opportunities, but quickly get back and forth in each of those positions and have a strong team defense. They're going to have to play together as a strong unit, no letdowns to let easy opportunities for Yellow Jackets, and that also good communications both offensively and defensively on where your assignments are to be. Stay spread out, don't cluster, and communicate and help each other out. Play as if you're an entire unit, both offensively and defensively. And for the Yellow Jackets, they feel an aggressive attacking approach is necessary tonight. They want to take advantage and go against maybe a Lehman defense that maybe isn't quite as fast as them. Try to get some good striking attacks and pass the ball well. Have a strong passing game. Use your feet to keep the ball on the ground. Again, spread it around, force the defense to chase, and have good play from your keeper. As always, you want to make sure that the threats coming at your net are well defended. Thank you to Keyhole Pizza for our keys of the game.
And Sidney with the Lehman with the thirst threat. It'll go out of bounds, and Cavaliers will throw it in. As you said, Jeff, our keys to the game tonight brought to you, as always, by Keyhole Pizza. Cavaliers will inbound it. These two teams kind of looking for offense. You take a look at their schedule, and both have had a difficult time putting points on the scoreboard. There's the header in front.
Sun, a factory. You can see some of the players shielding their eyes on the throw, and the sun right now directly in that line. And don't know if that helped or hurt, but Sidney's going to try it again here. But sun definitely coming in at a good angle from the west.
Here comes the throw in. And they're playing on as number 17 with it. Now upfield it goes. Ballon had it. Here come the Yellow Jackets. Connor Simpson, one of the captains for the Yellow Jackets, sends it up ahead to another co-captain, Owen Karn. He's inside the lane, and kick is going to go out of bounds past the end line. And
first corner kick.
Corner kick number 1 coming up for the Yellow Jackets, and Nick Fenton looks like he's going to do the honors for the Yellow Jackets. Fenton will place the ball in the corner, and the Yellow Jackets have an opportunity here in the early going with 37:50 on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Right in front of the net, and Colin Potts will scoop it up. Sophomore goalkeeper does a nice job for the Cavaliers, sends it back up towards the center circle. On the attack comes Brady Hagan, gets it over to the left side, and Nick Fenton. Cavaliers trying to play some defense and get the ball cleared. Goes deeper inside, but Maloney will pick it up. He'll send it along the touch line. They'll get it across midfield. Nice move inside by Ballon. Gets it to the center of the field. Up to Armstrong. Armstrong, he's into the lane, and there's a first save of the night for Braxton Brewer, the junior goalkeeper, as Armstrong had a decent look at it.
Yeah, he did. He got a nice run on the ball, and the only player that made the stop was the keeper, but he got down and got a decent shot off. Didn't get it up in the air, and it was right at the keeper. Good stop for the Cavaliers.
Fenton will send it back to the left side, hustling after it. That's number 23, Graham Van Tilburg. Van Tilburg back over to the middle. Pass is kind of out of control, but Van Tilburg will get it. That'll bounce off a Cavalier as they'll send it back out, but hustling after it will be Corey Blackford. He'll keep it inbounds, trying to make that move on sophomore Javier Salvador for the Cavaliers. And Lehman in the white uniforms, they'll throw it in. Looking upfield, there's the header there by Salvador as they try to work it towards midfield, but Yellow Jackets are going to stay on the attack. Trying to get it set up. That's Mason Donner. Back over to teammate Simpson. Simpson is going to have it go out of bounds, but must have went off a Cavalier as the Yellow Jackets will throw it in. Once again, nice opportunity here. Throw in is positioned quite well as they toss it towards the center. Van Tilburg had it for a moment. There's the pass to the left side, and Fenton. Cavalier defense. Malone trying to move it upfield. Sidney defense is going to be there as Connor Simpson has it. Now right at the center stripe. They'll move it along the left side. Number 14 is Christian Loaiza. Loaiza gets it back to Simpson. Simpson, he'll send it into the center circle, and Yellow Jackets will try and set up their offense. Owen Karn had it for a moment. Lehman will try and shoot it back out to the midfield mark, but the Yellow Jackets will maintain possession here, trying to keep it the attack on. And there's a kick by Brady Hagan, scooped up by Potts. Soft shot, easy pickup for Potts, but Potts will kick it away. He'll boom it across midfield. See if Armstrong can chase it down for the Cavaliers, but well defended as Sidney's back on defense. Armstrong, he'll have it as they'll shoot it into the penalty area, but Sidney's going to chase it down. That's Gilbert Quaintance, and it's going to go out of bounds. And
goal kick opportunity for the Yellow Jackets, and much of the possession here, Dave. It's 6 minutes into the ball game. It seems like Sidney has been the more aggressive team, or if you will, more possession, more time of possession, but no real major shots on goal for either team yet here early in this match.
Haven't had that eye-opening opener, I guess, as the ball goes out of bounds right at the Lehman bench. And
had a couple shots so far for Lehman and one for Sidney, and actually just backwards. Sidney with a couple shots on goal and Lehman with one. Long way to go, but both those shots relatively, if you're in a category of defending, kind of easy stops, but nonetheless a play was made.
Loaiza with it, trying to make the move. Gets it into territory and picked up there again by Quaintance. Quaintance trying to, looks to his left. He'll back over to his right, tries to center it over the middle, but the Lehman defense is going to collapse on it. Malone trying to move it along the touchline. It's going to go out of bounds off of Sidney. So Lehman will have the throw in. Nice looking Sidney soccer uniforms. You can see the numbers clearly.
Yes.
And
now you speak that sometimes you can't see them as easily. But yeah, very easy to see from a distance at our age.
Yes, very colorful too. Black and the gold. And
I'm having a decent time seeing the Lehman numbers as well. I mean, they're smaller, but at least they stand out. We've had some other experiences where it's been a stretch.
It gets tough when it's black on black at nighttime.
Yeah, but so far, it's a battle with them moving sometimes, just catching the numbers and the congestion and such. But so far, it's a pretty nice evening again here for the first, Monday in October, and pretty decent weather. A little breezy outside, but the field's going to play fast. Hasn't rained, I don't think, much recently. You've got to think the ground is hard, and it's going to play more of a turf-style atmosphere than a natural grass, but should play faster here than what you maybe would have expected on a grass field.
Thomas Schmeezing trying to get it upfield, but Sidney's going to have it on tack, and Potts is going to have to chase this one down. He'll come way out of a goal, and
he'll a gamble,
cover it up.
Yeah, if he doesn't get it, nobody's home as far as a keeper, but Potts able to run it down before attacker could get it from Sidney and make a kind of a dangerous play there. You got to be very confident when you leave house that you're going to get it, and he was able to do so.
And punt goes past the touchline, so Yellow Jackets will throw it in. Christian Loaiza substitutes here for the Yellow Jackets. As not sure who went in, but
13.
Number 19, Braden Kennedy comes out. Number 13 goes in. That's Isaiah Loaiza. Fresh set of legs as Van Tilburg trying to work with it for the Yellow Jackets. Back out to the center circle. They'll set it back up. Try and flood the ranks here. Karn has it. Donner. Now Lehman's going to try and push it out, but Sidney's got him pretty much in their own territory as Loaiza tries to go inside, but it's going to go off of the Cavaliers and Bolon. That means Christian Loaiza is going to toss it in. Cut made in front of him by Simpson. Simpson tried to take it inside, but good defense as Javier Salvador will have it. Now the Yellow Jackets back on the attack, and we've got a whistle.
Yeah, foul committed against Lehman. Too much shoving and an opportunity here for the Sidney Yellow Jackets just outside of the penalty box area.
Good opportunity. Connor Simpson, one of the senior co-captains on the Yellow Jackets, has an opportunity here. Let's see how the direct kick unfolds. Strong kick. It's just
off the
away.
Mark. Yeah, just a wide shot for the Yellow Jackets.
It's kind of funny. There's a couple ways to look at that. Do you make it a mess in front of the goalie?
Yeah, because he can't. I don't know. It was well struck, and
it was close.
Yeah, didn't miss by a whole lot.
Had the right height on it, and Potts will kick it away. Potts does a nice job for the Cavaliers in goal. I know the Cavaliers' record's not impressive, but Potts
plays a lot. I think there's a lot of defense. You know, the way, the style, especially tonight. A lot of the action in front of his home. I mean, he's going to have a very busy night as you look at it on the other side of the pitch. You know, not much action right now for Brewer. I mean, he's had one save, it's kind of a routine one, but he's not had a lot of action.
That's kind of how, if you look at the numbers and the stats and the way Cavaliers have played a lot of defensive type games throughout the season as they try to, build things up.
Yeah, you do with what you have, and you try to make the game shorter, keep it close, and maybe at the end you get a breakaway or something you can score them. But in the meantime, you put your people where they're best suited to help keep the game scoreless, basically.
And Potts will scoop it up.
Shot number 20, Nick Fenton.
So a save for Potts, and Potts will kick it away. But thing with this is Sidney's just going to continue this pressure, and sooner or later it's going to wear the Cavaliers down where they'll make a mistake, and
that's all it takes. Or a rebound shot, something off system where it's not a traditional attack, could be a scoring opportunity for the Yellow Jackets off of a carom. But if Yellow Jackets can get a free one here, or runner that they can beat the Yellow Jackets down, you never know. It only takes one, and
Ryan Armstrong
had a nice run at it until the very end.
Pass over to the middle.
No one home though to kind of fill the lane.
And it's going to come back the other way. Yellow Jackets going to try and put the heat on the other way.
Now they're going to heat a fast break, if you will.
Here we go. Van Tilburg, breakaway, just off stride a second. And it goes wide.
Breakaway attempt, number 23, Graham Van Tilburg wide, goal kick, Lehman. In for the Yellow Jackets, number 28.
So the kick will be for Potts. As Carter Waddell, number 28, into the lineup for Sidney, and Colin Potts will kick it. He'll get it over to teammate Alex Lundy. Lundy, as they try to take their time, work it upfield. Jones with it. Back over to Maloney, midfield, but taken away there by Loaiza. Now here come the Cavaliers trying to mount something. Ballone's going to send it down into the corner as Javier Salvador goes to chase it down. He tries to get it back in.
Boy, good defense.
Looking for Armstrong, and didn't happen. Brandon Jones trying to keep the ball in
I think Fenton for the Sidney was in the way of that attack, or else the cross ball, if you will, was taken away or at least stalled momentarily. Nice job by Fenton.
Milan, and it's going to go off Milan, and
take that back. It was Simpson, Connor Simpson on the defensive end, Dave, that stopped that Lehman attack on the cross ball. And
they've had Armstrong out there a couple times. As Yellow Jackets will get it to midfield as they try and win the battle at the center line. Lehman comes up with it. Coach Eric Kortzad said felt his team is, even though they're 0-11-1, they've been playing a lot better of late. Playing in a strong conference, Three Rivers.
And for the Yellow Jackets, number 16.
And the Yellow Jackets will toss it in. Yellow Jackets come into play at 3-8-1, I do believe. And all wins, as you said when we were talking about this earlier, all wins in conference play in the MVL.
Yeah, 3-3 in their league play, and then 3-8 overall. So they've have a chance here. It looks like on a breakaway.
Open. Here comes the shot, and there's the score. First score comes as with the score, number 8, Owen Karn at 26-13.
Owen Karn.
And that's the first goal for the Yellow Jackets since way back on September 10th, or September 6th, in a 2-0 win against Stebbins. So big goal as Karn scores, and the Yellow Jackets go up 1-0.
Well, for Owen Karn, the senior, that's his first goal of the season. So nice for the senior to get an opportunity, took advantage of it, a breakaway, and he simply just held on to it, made the keeper kind of freeze in his tracks, and then had a strong shot. Wasn't weak. Really nothing the keeper could do in a first goal of the season for senior Owen Karn.
Yeah, and he didn't have, the goalkeeper didn't have much time to react. He was right on him.
It's you hope that he guessed correctly, and or in this case, Karn would maybe mishit or mishandle the ball at the very last instant, but Karn did not. He kept it under control, maintained possession, could do whatever he wanted, and took advantage of it.
And now the Cavaliers trying to come back with it. That's one of the Cavaliers captains, Brandon Jones, number 11, with it. And once again, Sidney trying to flood the lanes, so to speak. Lead pass up to Van Tilburg. It's going to come back that way as Yellow Jackets will throw it in. Christian Loaiza tosses it upfield. He was looking for Van Tilburg, but Cavaliers will read it. Back on the attack at Salvador. Over the middle. Comes back to LaForme, and pass comes downfield. And the Yellow Jackets trying to regain control. That's Isaiah Loaiza on the far side. Taken away there by Thomas Schmiesing. Now with it, LaForme. Cavaliers trying to work for that breakaway. But the Yellow Jackets are going to stop it. Now we've got just a midfield battle here as Isaiah Loaiza shoots it upfield. Ball's going to come back over to the Yellow Jackets. Cruz Hernandez, number 16 in the lineup for the Yellow Jackets. Van Tilburg trying to keep it inbounds. He'll get it back out to teammate Connor Simpson as Simpson tries to dribble it inside. Nice move inside. He'll go to the turf. Do we have a whistle?
Yep, I guess I didn't know if it was called, if he kind of went down on his own, but he went down and would be rewarded now a free kick.
So here comes the free kick by Connor Simpson. Let's see how the Yellow Jackets approach this one. Simpson sends it towards the goal.
Pretty well struck.
That was Potts comes up with it. Strong kick by the Yellow Jackets, and Potts alertly pulls it in.
Had a great angle on that. He curved it nicely, so good decision there by the keeper Potts to read it correctly, read the spin. But it was a well-struck opportunity there by number 24, Connor Simpson.
And the ball goes out of bounds, and goal kick for Sidney. A few more substitutes coming in.
In for the Yellow Jackets, number 19, Braden
Number
Kennedy.
19, Braden Kennedy, a sophomore. He'll come back into the lineup.
I haven't caught if Lehman has had substituted yet. Have you seen them rotate players in yet? I haven't.
I have not yet. They got looks like they got five, maybe six players on the bench. I know the one player I believe that they introduced was injured, or at least is not suited up. So here come the Cavaliers trying to get something back, trying to make that move inside. That's Salvador, but Yellow Jacket defense cuts it off. Now they're trying to move on the touchline.
That was a nice play by Quintus, number 11, to stop that. If he doesn't get it, I believe Lehman has a chance then to go at it one-on-one, but a nice play by Quintus to break it up.
Ballon passes intercepted as Simpson tries to take it to the center of the field. Jackets flood both sides. Let's see what happens here. Cavaliers going to have to get back on defense. Van Tilburg coming from the right side. Potts will make the save.
Jacket crossing attempt number 23. Graham Van Tilburg caught by Colin Potts.
Not sure if that was a shot or not. It looked like it from my angle that it was, but perhaps not.
I think we give credit to the keeper there for a save. It looked like it was on target, if you will, and a chance to go in, but another threat to well-struck attack.
Here comes another attack in front. Oh, defender for the Cavaliers, and Potts is just going to scoop that one up.
Kind of crossing in through the middle. Might have been the left back. He kind of intercepted or stopped the threat. Can't quite see his number, maybe number 6. It might have been Gus Smeezing.
Potts will send it to midfield, but the Yellow Jacket's going to try and push it inside again. It's going to go past the touchline, and Lehman will throw it in. And that throw in didn't go, I'm sure, the way they had it planned. Let's see if the Yellow Jackets can take advantage of it. Nope, regained there by Brandon Jones. He'll set it all the way upfield.
There's an opportunity.
Salvador trying to work it.
Oh, good hustle.
And out of bounds it goes.
Quintus threw it in high gear, Dave. That really, he made up a lot of ground and was able to catch up with Salvador.
Cavaliers try to get it in quickly, but the defense and Connor Simpson kick it out of bounds, so Lehman will inbound it. That'll be Ryan Armstrong. He'll toss it in. Throw in coming up. Malone in front of him. They try to get it in front of the net, but all they're going to find is Yellow Jackets there as they'll push it back out. Jones gets it to the right side. They try to work it in. Armstrong trying to keep it from going out of bounds, and he's a little bit too late. So Sidney will have the goal kick.
21, Diego Portillo Leon. What did you say, Diego Portillo?
Hey, that was beautiful. I want to tell you something. That was beautiful.
You want to say who just came into the game,
You
Dave?
just I don't want to take
Number 21.
Diego Portilla Leon.
Well said.
We're right next to our friendly public address announcer who did a beautiful job of that introduction. Can't steal the thunder on that one. Fenton has it. He'll send it down to the corner, and Potts is going to come way out to scoop it up.
Had to make sure almost the ball wasn't going to get there. Really died down. I thought it was going to scoot to him pretty quickly, but he was able to get it before the Yellow Jackets could get contact on it. But again, he came way out from his house.
Cavaliers shoot it up to the upfield. Armstrong.
Oh, just missed. That didn't miss by much.
Boy, he had a good look at it.
And again,
Not so sure Brewer didn't get a hand on that.
I don't think so. He made a diving effort, but I think it just scooted past the left post. But wow, good opportunity. And it was started by Salvador, who then crossed it over. And I believe was it Armstrong that struck it?
Armstrong
Yeah.
hit it. Ryan Armstrong. He
Salvador got it down there and then kind of threw it to the middle, and then Armstrong able to make a good swing on it.
Yeah, that was a strong kick by Armstrong. That had some velocity on it.
It was going to be a tough ball to stop, and boy, he hit it just missed his mark on the left post.
Yellow Jackets trying to work it back up to the middle of the field for the battle there. Kennedy. Schmeezing's going to send it way downfield. Armstrong almost pulled that one in. Ballon gets it back up to Armstrong. Armstrong, nice move, tries to go inside. Acquaintance again on the defense. And we're going to have a corner kick here for the Cavaliers. That corner kick number 1?
Correct. Each team with one.
So big opportunity for Lehman here. Let's see how they handle it. Armstrong just had a great move down there, and let's see how this develops for the Cavaliers.
Is this Bolin? Yep.
Yep, Bolin right in front. Couple of headers missed. It's going to go to the backside. Yellow Jackets trying to clear it. Salvador going to keep it. Trying to make a move inside. Battle goes, and his kick is way wide right. Got a lot on it, but it just went way right.
Yeah, it does. Amazing, that corner kick. I think it basically skipped through that whole area, Dave, and never got touched. It's amazing. All those bodies around there, it didn't really get touched till it bounced a couple more times. And
all trying for the header.
Yeah, and just no contact, and Salvador's shot went wide right.
Braxton Brewer, he'll kick it upfield. Fenton has it, but it goes off him. So Cavaliers really on the attack right now.
They've had some nice opportunities, some exciting offense out of them. It hasn't been a lot of it today, but here lately it's like the few times they've had possession, they've made it a little bit interesting with some good passing and some good shot selection. But more times than not, Yellow Jackets time of possession well in their favor here in this first half.
Here comes the Yellow Jackets out towards middle field. Van Tilburg back over to Simpson. Simpson trying to take it inside. They go to the end line, knocked out of bounds there by the Cavaliers. So corner kick.
Number two
coming up for the Yellow Jackets.
And I think they kind of of what I've learned here working with our friend Mr. Laws, Michael Laws, a Bangoo. We run it down to the end line and then pass it to the middle kind of style there. That one went off of a Lehman Catholic defender.
Nick Fenton's going to have the kick from the corner.
I think we had an injury first. The referees stopped the game and made I take it back. I thought they were sending a player.
Clock is at 14:12 and stopped, so Fenton's ready to kick it, but got a substitute for the Cavaliers coming in.
Number 12,
a sophomore Luke Cortad. Here comes the kick. Right in front, header. Cavaliers try to get it back out. Armstrong's going to have it in the center circle. He's had some success here. Defense kind of collapsing back on him. Armstrong trying to push it ahead to Ballon.
Offside.
Yeah, have to be.
Yeah.
Ballon says, who, me?
Bolin was the one that was offside. He just kept drifting down, and the defender for Sidney had stopped, and he had passed through in that contact. He was only one guy between him and the net, and that was the keeper.
Cavaliers going to keep the pressure on.
Nice
There's
runner.
The lead pass. Ballon. Oh, the goalie's up. Close. It'll come back out. Hustling after the ball, both teams.
50-50 ball there, Dave. That skips out one way or the other. The Yellow Jackets, or I should say, and the Cavaliers have a chance with an open net, but bounces in the Sidney Yellow Jackets' favor, and they're able to clear it.
Number 21, Diego Portilla Leon with it. Acquaintance. Yeah, he'll have it at midfield, and Lehman bench wants a free kick, and they get it. Acquaintance that time in a little bit too early, and kick is going to be number 11, Brandon Jones for the Cavaliers, just inside the midfield line. Cavaliers trying to mount a threat here, but that kick's going to be picked up by Brewer. Brewer surveys the field, and he's going to punt it. He'll find Fenton at midfield. Fenton trying to work along the touch line, trying to shoot it ahead to number 16, Cruz Hernandez. Now the Cavaliers back. Nice pass.
Yeah, nice give and go there between those two guys. 17 and 19, Bolin and also Salvador.
Salvador with the pass. That was a nice one.
It's all about give and go and diagonals. I mean, they did a nice job spacing and tapping it and ball control, able to advance it down before they lost it. But when they can do it right, it looks pretty effortlessly. But when you're not very good at it, it's very difficult.
And it's hard to do to begin with.
Yeah, they make it look easy at times, and it's not as easy as one would think. So
Quaintance will send it across midfield. Leon with it. Number 30, Brady Hagan. Gets it over to number 10, Dankelson, also into the lineup. Dankelson, that's Jaden Dankelson, a freshman. They get it to the corner, and it's going to go out of bounds, and Lehman will have the kick or the
host of people ready to come in. 3 for Sidney and 2 for Lehman.
They got a kick, not a throw in.
Right.
So kick comes upfield, header there by Simpson.
Now they can sub.
Now it's going to go out, and here come the subs.
4 for the Yellow Jackets, 2 for Lehman. 5 and
Gage
14.
Bonnet, number 33, number 28, Carter Waddell. They'll come back into the lineup.
And for Sidney the Yellow Jacket, or the Lehman Catholic, number 5, Jeremiah LaForme, and number 14, Mark Maloney back in.
Teams substituting, getting a lot of players in tonight.
Mark Maloney, number 5. Jeremiah
Cavaliers
LaForme.
trying to get it across that midfield line, but Braden Kennedy gets it over to Fenton. Shot.
Oh, he get it?
That went over the crossbar. That's what I thought. Tough one to tell for a moment.
Yeah, I saw the net bounce, so he must have caught the
back side of it. Yeah, back side of the net. Potts went up. Couldn't reach that one.
I think that was struck by number 10. Was it Dankelson for the Yellow Jackets?
Dankelson.
I think he's the one that attacked it.
Had a pretty good look at it. Put up a pretty good shot, but just doesn't go. Cavaliers now with it, trying to move it upfield.
Well, they've had
Salvador.
some success on through balls, but
it's going to go to the corner, and Cavaliers will have the throw in, I believe, number 5. Make it number 14. Mark Maloney, captain for the Cavaliers, going to toss it in. They'll regain it, working along the end line, trying to sneak it inside. Yellow Jackets are going to send it back out to the center circle. Winning the battle there is Owen Karn. He'll get it up to teammate Van Tilburg. Van Tilburg down the lane, but Alex Lundy interrupts it for the Cavaliers. Sidney will have the throw in as we're coming up on the 8-minute mark here on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Simpson. Shot goes wide.
Jacket shot number 24, Connor Simpson. Wide.
you mentioned the time. It's probably weird to say this. We're at 8 minutes now, but it seems like it's moved fast. I mean, there's been some action, some good balls up and down the field where teams have had, looks like a threat, and then good defense by one team or the other has come back to squelch it, but kind of a fast-moving action here.
Good moving first half. Couple of, as they like to say, crosstown rivals. Lehman and Sidney doing battle here on NKTelco Sports. Thanks for joining us. Cavaliers' Samuel Laform with it for the moment. Defense there, Owen Karn working hard, but Laform's going to get it up to midfield. There's Armstrong. Let's see what Armstrong can do. Leads it up to Boulogne. Armstrong trying to take it away from number 24, Connor Simpson, but Gilbert Quaintance will have it on the right side in front of the Lehman bench as they try and move it towards midfield, but it's going to go out of bounds. That's going to be a Lehman throw-in. So let's see what the Cavaliers can do. There goes the toss in. That's Jeremiah Laform, but Quaintance is going to have it now.
Quaintance has been a defensive stopper tonight. We've called his name a couple times, stopping Lehman threats and attacks. He's been all over.
Salvador trying to control it. He's got it. He's a big kid. Nice move. There's the shot.
Right at it.
And Brewer with the save. Boy, I thought he might have had that one. He had a great look at it.
He mentioned a lot of strength there, well struck, and he's been, when he has the ball, things happen with Salvador.
Yep, he's a big, strong kid, especially on the soccer field here as the Pots will scoop it up. Coming up on the 6-minute mark, and we're moving right along here. First half action, 1-0 on our First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Sidney with the lead on an Owen Karn goal with 25:11 to go here in the first half is the difference so far. Ball goes out of bounds, and Sidney will throw it in. Christian Loaiza will throw it in when he has a moment, when the subs are all made. There's the toss in, headed there by Boulogne as they try to work the sidelines. That's Fenton, Nick Fenton. And Loaiza, number 14, he'll throw it inbounds as Brady Hagan.
It's amazing, those throw-ins. I often wonder, it's like the throw-ins, it seems like it always ends up going to the other team. It's they have trouble. Just watch here. I've seen it some tonight. The throw-ins by the one team actually end up in possession of the other teams.
There's a nice lead
pass.
Yep. Over to the middle. Yellow Jacket defense. Is that Quaintance again?
I think so. If it is, number 11, he's been,
Yep. He right spot at the right time. Number 15, Samuel Laform, one of the captains for the Cavaliers, says looking for either a foul or the ball past the touchline. Now it is. They'll chase it down, and Cavaliers going to have the throw in, or did they have a play on that time?
Must have ruled him out of bounds.
Yeah, they did. Here comes the throw in.
And it'll go back to the other team.
And just would think on a throw-in, you'd want to get it out to the middle where somebody's streaking across. It's kind of like the give and go in basketball, but
I'm not arguing I just thought too. It's just so difficult. It seems like to maintain possession when you think you should have it,
and how important are throw-ins too.
Yeah.
You see how corner kicks are, and boy, throw-ins also very important too.
Sometimes one of you're better in throwing it at the other team, let them try to bounce it or chest it, and then you can get the rebound and go back to work. But Lehman has a chance here.
Salvador inside the penalty area. There's the shot from the left side, and the goalie will come up and scoop it up. That was Brandon Jones, number 11.
It was off the mark, but a good decision for him to come up. But if a Cavalier could have snuck through there, that's opportunity for the Cavs, but did not happen, and Sidney stops the threat.
Yellow Jackets trying to convert again. They're going to send it back out to midfield as the chase goes on for it there. Corey Blackford on defense for Sidney. Lehman with it now. They'll get it back over to Jones. Jones, he'll look ahead for Boulogne, but the Yellow Jacket defense and Connor Simpson will come away with it. He's going to come down the middle of the field. Working to the right side. There's the pass across the center circle. Cavaliers now are right in the center circle. With it is Donor, and over here to the left side looking for Loaiza. Isaiah Loaiza, number 13. Ball goes out of bounds and into the stands. And ball quickly in play for the Cavaliers. Cavaliers trying to make a threat here.
2 minutes.
2 minutes left here in the first half. Armstrong for the Cavaliers looking to get the ball, but it'll come back up to Donner. Donner gets it to the midfield mark. Here comes Sidney. Cavaliers playing just enough defense as Dankelson had it for a moment. He's over to the right side. It goes, and it's going to go out of bounds. And that's going to be a corner kick.
Third of the half
Yellow Jackets.
for Sidney. Yeah, and Lehman Catholic with one.
Yellow Jackets number 16, Cruz Hernandez.
Cruz Hernandez back into the lineup for Sidney, number 16. As Hernandez will have the, let's see now, number 6 will have the corner kick. That'd be Mason
Donner.
Mason Donner with the kick. Let's see how the Yellow Jackets do. There's the kick. Header's missed. Ball is scooped up by Potts. He's going to boot it downfield and get that ball away from the net. Armstrong, partial header, sends it down deeper. Quaintance will send it back to his keeper as Brewer will get it out over on the left side to Loaiza. Loaiza shoots it back into the middle, but the Cavaliers collapse, but Yellow Jackets are going to send it to the center circle. Clock at 15 seconds or so on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Graham Van Tilburg over to the right side.
7,
Nice crossing
Attempt
pass there, and just
off the mark
nobody there.
but right idea.
1.
That's going to end our first half, so it's been a good first half of play. Sidney and Lehman in a real dogfight here at Sidney Soccer Field. Our score, Sidney Yellow Jackets 1 and the Lehman Cavaliers nothing. You're watching high school soccer on NKTelco Sports.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital, with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
We are here, and here, and here. Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Unpack your potential with a career at Pratt Industries. Working at Pratt Industries is more than a job. It's a sustainable career.
Pratt Industries to me is a job. It's my career. It's the way I put food on my table, but I love what I do.
We offer competitive pay, excellent benefits, and opportunities for career advancement. To apply, visit careers.prattindustries.com.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
Back here at Sidney Soccer Field, Sidney and crosstown rival Lehman doing battle. 1-0, the Sidney Yellow Jackets. They scored with 25:11 to go in that first half on an Owen Karn breakaway goal, made it 1-0. Let's take a look at the rest of the numbers, Jeff.
Okay, first half total shots for the Sidney Yellow Jackets, 12 total shots. Lehman Catholic had 10 total shots. Of the 12 shots by Sidney, 8 of those were on goal. And for Lehman, of their 10, 3 of them were on goal. And more importantly, the shots on goal for the Sidney Yellow Jackets, 7 of those were saved, but the one snuck through, as you mentioned, as Owen Karn earns his first goal of the season. All 3 shots on goal for Lehman Catholic were saved, so no goals for them. Sidney earned 3 corner kicks in the first half. Lehman Catholic earned 1, and that pretty much sums it up. But the Owen Carr goal at the 25:11 mark in the first half, the only difference right now on the scoreboard.
And we'd like to remind everybody that NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of tonight's high school varsity soccer action on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503, Sunday, October 23rd at 5 p.m. and Monday, October 24th at 7 p.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. Second half is underway. Yellow Jackets trying to make that surge early. Got a whistle and stop and play as our officials here tonight are Darren Hudson, Joel McGinnis, and Michael Fox doing the honors of officiating tonight's game between Sidney and Lehman Catholic. So we've got a free kick for the Yellow Jackets. Strong kick off the iron. Connor Simpson, he rattles the cages back there with one off the top crossbar.
And it stays in play, but well struck again. He was aiming for that open airspace, if you will, and struck it solid, but just smoked the crossbar, and tough break for Armstrong.
And,
Simpson.
Let's see, Sidney will have They'll have another kick here as Simpson he'll line it up to the right of the goalie. So Potts working himself, getting himself into position. Here comes the kick.
In. Nope.
Hard to tell. Looked good. Simpson with the goal, I believe. That would.
With the goal number 24.
Yes.
Connor Simpson.
Connor Simpson knocks it home at 38-14. So Simpson makes it 2-0. The first one was just off, but he got the second one. That might have even been a harder shot.
Yeah, the angle was definitely tighter for Connor Simpson, the senior. Now 6 goals on the season to go along with 6 assists. That will give him 18 points on the season.
Just got inside the beam. And the Yellow Jackets go up 2-0. So the Cavaliers down now 2-0 as Thomas Schmiesing will throw it in. And Quaintance will take it to the corner. Tries to get it upfield, but Lehman will have it. Trying to apply some pressure here. This Yellow Jacket defense is going to send it back out, but Schmiesing is going to have it. Now the Yellow Jackets have it. They're going to work it along the end line, trying to get it upfield. And the kick's going to go out of bounds. Boy, if he could have just moved that along the touchline, that would have been a great kick for the Yellow Jackets, but it's not. And the throw-in, a nice throw-in, gives the lead to Salvador. Salvador, and that's going to be probably an offside.
Yep. I missed it up front. I thought he was, and I followed the ball. I didn't see it right away, but again, he was in front of the second defender before the ball was struck. Is that keeping it simple?
That keeps it simple. They'll still want to argue with you, but that keeps it simple. Yeah, simple enough for us. Let's put it that way. Salvador gets it back over in the middle. That's Samuel LaForme. They get it inside back, and Brewer comes up, and he's going to kick it away. Cavaliers get it close, but just haven't had a real good opportunity. So trying to apply some pressure here to cut that margin in half. It's going to go wide to the right side. Gundy tries to chase it down, but it's going to go out of bounds and throw in Sidney. Nice opportunity for the Yellow Jackets if they can make something happen as they send it in, and Colin Potts will scoop it up. Kicks it into the center circle. Yellow Jackets with a 2-0 lead. Hagan over on the left side as Maloney on the defense for Lehman. Goes out of bounds. Here comes the throw in. Simpson working with the ball. Keeps it in bounds. Handling it inside. Nice feed to Fenton. Fenton, there's a nice pass. Number 23, Van Tilburg. And opportunity was there, but Potts is there again.
Didn't get a great contact, but sometimes if it goes off of a leg or here or there, it can be a difficult pickup, but Potts did a nice job that time securing it and just getting it out of the way, away from the house, and keeping the deficit at 2.
Thought the Yellow Jackets had an opportunity there. It's some nice passing to get it right in front of Potts. Let's see what they do on offense. Armstrong, strong kick. It's going to go high, though, and over Braxton Brewer. And so the goal kick to Brewer. He'll kick it short, and Yellow Jackets will move it upfield. 34 minutes and a few seconds left. The First National Bank here, second half action. Sidney up 2-0 on Lehman. Trying to get it downfield. Van Tilburg chasing after it. Potts is going to come up. Owen Karn also.
Yeah, he was barreling down. If Potts doesn't come up to field that, it's opportunity for Karn, and he had a full head of steam working in the correct direction, but it's a good job by Potts coming up and kind of stifling that threat.
Throw in for Sidney. Van Tilburg will have it. Tries to dribble it inside. Lehman's going to kick it past the touchline, and we'll do this over again. Yellow Jackets trying to gain control. Sidney wants to get it out front, and they do. Armstrong, midfield. Looking ahead to Salvador, but Sidney will come up with it. Now they're back on the attack. Braden Kennedy. There's a battle for it right at midfield. This time, Thomas Schmeezing wins it for a moment at least. Blackford's pass taken by the Cavaliers. Center circle battle. They'll shoot it to the right side. On the break is Karn again.
Oh, that should be a foul.
I think we got a whistle and a foul there. What do you think? On Karn, maybe?
Yeah, you can't run through him, but a good call there. And it could have been maybe the Sidney or the Lehman defender or whoever was getting ready to strike it now slowed up kind of as Karn was in full stride, but nonetheless a foul and a free kick here for the Cavaliers.
They'll boot it up midfield. Yellow Jackets are going to maintain. Nice header by Karn. Back over to Simpson. Over to the left side, into the corner goes Nick Fenton. So Potts will have the goal kick. Short kick, and the Cavaliers going to try and
nearly a steal right there in front of the top of the penalty box, but Lehman able to clear it.
Karn's all over the place tonight. He's hustling after that one. Salvador is going to send it back to his goalie, and he'll kick it right back upfield as he finds Brandon Jones. Maloney over on the right side trying to gain control. Salvador is going to pull it in at midfield. Here we go. Bolon. Bolon, stop, pass back. Salvador trying to make the move, handling the ball. Maloney is going to fire it towards the goal. Carlisle had it for a moment. Bolon trying to get control of it. Armstrong trying to also in the fray. Yellow Jackets battle for it. Here comes Armstrong. Left-footed kick, but not very strong, and the goalie, Braxton Brewer, will pull it up.
Not very strong, but yet an attempt. As so frustrating. You just want to get the ball down in the zone where you can go at it, and Lehman just couldn't get a clean spot, and the ball just couldn't be controlled perfectly that they could get a strike at it, but their attempt was well defended and fielded.
Maloney sends it to the right corner. Sidney, or rather Lehman's going to control it, and it's going to go out of bounds. Lehman will have the throw in, and that'll be Mark Maloney throwing it in. Malone trying to work the line. It's going to go out of bounds, and that's going to be a corner kick for the Cavaliers, I do believe, as Daniel Carlisle.
Second of the match for the Lehman Catholic Cavaliers, and all one in each half now. Lehman one in each half. Sidney with all three of their corner kicks in the first half.
29.5 minutes to go here in the second half. Big opportunity for Lehman. Not many of these crop up. There's Carlisle's kick. Yellow Jackets there. Armstrong had a foot on it, but Sidney's going to clear it all the way back to near midfield. Lundy for Lehman has it for a moment. Maloney Back over to Jones. Jones trying to go inside. Carlisle will have it for a moment. They're going to try and regroup. Carlisle looks to the right side. Malone going after it. There's the shot. Nice save by Braxton Brewer.
Nice pass there by the Cavaliers, and they get a very strong attack, but right into the mitts, right off the mitts of the keeper.
That defense comes through as Braxton Brewer, the keeper for Sidney, does the job, as Lehman had that one set pretty good.
Then why are they – did I miss what happened? Did he knock it out of bounds? Or did they –
Oh, an offside?
Offside.
Gotcha.
Okay, missed that. So the no attack that time.
Offside, it's going to go back up front, and it's going to go onto the track, and Lehman's going to throw it in. So we had offside on the attack?
Yes.
We did. Okay, gotcha. So number 7, Thomas Schmeezing will throw it in. Yellow Jackets trying to get it out. Cavaliers, boom. Maloney goes down. Yellow Jackets will send it upfield.
Free kick, Lehman.
And Lehman will have a free kick as the whistles blow. That's a hard check in hockey.
Yeah. Ouch.
This is a friendly, but a lot of these guys have played together, right?
So Maloney going to have an opportunity. Cavaliers, let's see what they can make happen here with 27 minutes and a few odd seconds remaining. As Malone gets it in, and Potts will come up and make the save. I think that was.
Braxton Brewer for the Jackets.
Make that shot. I think it was by Malone. Here comes the Yellow Jackets trying to get the break. There it is. Here comes the shot, and it's going to be just wide. Number 8, that's Owen Garn. Another breakaway. He had one in the first half and scored on it. His first score of the season.
Yeah, that ball just got through the Lehman defense, and Karn able to get it, and his shot just misses the left post. So a couple near misses there. Lehman just missed the takeaway, if you will, and then the shot on goal just off to the left.
One thing about soccer, it's a game of just misses.
Yeah.
A lot of times. As Maloney comes back out to midfield. Mark Maloney, one of the captains, he's going to go out for a moment. As the goal kick, see if Sidney can maintain the pressure here. Kennedy has it. Now it comes back over to LaForme. Back up to Carlisle. They'll drop it back to Schmeezing. Schmeezing gets to midfield, but Carter Woodell will send it up. Send it deep, but Lehman has it. Carlisle. Number 15 with it, Samuel LaForme. He'll shoot it up field as Brewer comes way out to field it. Kennedy. And the kick along the touch line. That's going to be a throw in for the Cavaliers. Schmeezing tosses it in, but Yellow Jackets are going to try and maintain possession as Carlisle and number 13, Loaiza, go at it. Cavaliers have it on the throw-in. Number 19 is Salvador. Salvador, a couple of bounce shot. There is Braxton Brewer.
Salvador did a nice job again getting the ball up front, getting around to Sidney Yellow Jacket defender. His shot didn't field it up, but did a nice job ball handling to give him the opportunity for a shot on goal.
And that shot's going to be wide. I think that was number 23, Graham Van Tilburg. Substitute for the Yellow Jackets, number 16, Cruz Hernandez will come in.
In for the Jackets, number 16, Cruz Hernandez.
As the goal kick in the hands of Colin Potts, the sophomore. Van Tilburg trying to get control of it, and he does. He'll go down. A collision there, and the ball is loose. There's going to be a whistle, stop and play. And it looks like number 24, Connor Simpson, should have the free kick just outside the penalty area.
They scored on a situation, Dave, just like this a few minutes ago. Did the Yellow Jackets? Similar spot on the pitch.
Let's see what happens again. Off
That's
the top of the
and that would have been a goal
crossbar.
if I don't think it was touched. It just caught the top of the bar.
Well, I'll tell you, Simpson's got pretty good shot from that corner kick. On that corner kick, just missed.
Now that wasn't a corner kick, but on that direct shot there, the same angle, he has the strength to lift it and get up again in the friendly fly zone. There's limited hands, if you will, up there, and it just misses. Of course, he does lead the team in goals. Got his 6th of the season earlier this half, and his 6 assists now with 18 points is actually Van Tilburg leads the Yellow Jackets with 7 goals on the season. Simpson right there behind him at 6.
Here come the Cavaliers. Salvador over to Boulon.
And that should be a corner kick.
Pointing to the corner, so substitutes coming in quickly for the Cavaliers.
Each team now with 3 corner kicks in the match. Sidney all theirs in the first half. Lehman 1 in the first, 2 in the second.
Carlisle with the kick, front of the goal. Header. Kennedy's going to have it, and he'll send it back up near midfield. Here come the Yellow Jackets. On the break is Leon. Leon trying to go to the right side. He'll go back inside. He's going to lose it as Salvador will have it. Now Leon has it again. Yellow Jackets trying to make a move inside. To the touchline. Simpson. And a whistle and stop and play. So the free kick for the Yellow Jackets.
Maybe too far out of the range for...
It's going to do the honors. Brady Hagen's going to kick it.
Simpson, yeah. No, he walked away, so we'll be Simpson. No, Hagen.
Hagen will have the kick, and it's a free kick. Sends it to the middle. Header. It's going to go wide to the right side.
Nice play, nice attempt.
Not sure who had the header. Looked like maybe number 21. That was Leon.
Or maybe the one holding his head.
Yeah, one holding his head.
That would have been number 8.
Number 8.
Karn. I don't know who.
Kind of tough to see, but it was a pretty good header.
It was. I mean, just struck the ball. Hagen did a nice job, and, you know, that takes some form of talent to strike it and have your teammate X amount of yards away be able to make contact with it. You don't see it a lot. I mean, it's usually, I'd say, more misses than connects, but they had a nice attempt.
2-0, Sidney with the lead as we come up on the 20-minute mark on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Owen Karn had the first goal of tonight's match at 25:11 to go in the first half, and then at 38:14, just starting the second half, Connor Simpson knocked home goal number 2 for Sidney, and the difference in this one right now is those 2 goals. Cavaliers now on the attack, trying to get that goal to cut the lead in half, but it's been pretty much all Sidney here in the second half. They'll clear it back up. Jones does. Trying to regain control is LaForme. LaForme across midfield. Sidney will handle it. Into the middle it goes to Loaiza. Loaiza's going to fire one up.
Wow.
And Potts
that
will
look
catch
easy.
it. I might have got caught in the wind.
Struck
or
it pretty
aided
well.
by the wind.
Yeah, I don't know. Didn't look like at first like he hit it that well, but turned out to be a ball you had to make a good play on, make sure it didn't bounce over. He hit the ground, bounce, skip by, and made it look relatively easy.
Here comes Sidney. Back in midfield. Isaiah Loaiza, lead pass. Race for the ball, and Potts will scoop it up. He'll kick it away. Chest hit, a couple of chest hits. Simpson trying to regain control of it. He'll dump it off to his teammate, who will shoot it up towards the penalty area. Inside it goes. This is when it gets dicey if you're on the defense. Trying to set it up. Simpson trying to lead it, and it's going to go out of bounds.
You're not sure if his attack hit a leg and went that direction, or if that was his pass. I thought when he swung, he was going for the goal shot, and it went way left, so it could have been deflected off of a Cavalier defender.
And for the Yellow Jackets, number 6, Mason Donner.
So with 17:50 to go in this one, it'll be a goal kick for the Cavaliers. They try to get it upfield, and Brennan Potts, number 8, a sophomore, handling it for the Cavaliers, and it'll go out of bounds outside the touchline, and Sidney will toss it in. That'll be number 6 will throw it in, Mason Donner. Donner gets it inside. Karn with the kick. Now Lehman's going to try and get it back. Karn wants to get back into the action. Midfield it goes. Donner had it for a moment. Now the Cavaliers will throw it in. Brennan Potts with the toss. And the header goes out of bounds off of Mason Donner. Sophomore defensiveman. Potts with the throw in. Ball right in the middle of the field. Yellow Jackets trying to move it upfield. Life would get really tough with a goal here. Chasing it down. Yellow Jackets, number 8, that's Karn.
Wall struck, just caught the net, side net.
Side net.
Again, short, compact swing. That ball got there to hurry. Line drive attack, well struck, but to the wrong side of the post.
Dankelson with the kick. Number 19, Braden Kennedy, will come back into the lineup for Sidney. About right now is where the fatigue factor hits a team that doesn't have good depth. You're about halfway through, a little more than halfway through the second half. You're down by 2. It's tough for Lehman right now as that kick will go wide to the right.
Yeah, you've been on the defense all night. A lot of just, and you said they just withstood a lot of shots and a lot of the defensive attacks, if you will. So they've been, struggling and maintaining, and you can only do that so long before, again, it begins to break you down a bit. And, when you can't score, it makes it a whole lot tougher. And much of the possession's been down here now in the second half in the Lehman Catholic area.
And Potts has done a decent job in goal for the Cavaliers. And with it now goes Van Tilburg. Van Tilburg, ball scooped up there by Potts. He'll kick it away. Armstrong with the header. And going to be a kick from the center circle as they get in their positions. Jones sends the kick down looking for Armstrong. He'll get it back over. Battle for it. Van Tilburg trying to move it upfield. LaForme, number 15, battling away there for the Cavaliers near midfield. Jones will track it down for Lehman. Here comes the attack for the Yellow Jackets, but it's going to be wide, and a little bit of frustration on the part of Sidney. Thought they had an opportunity there, and kick goes wide as substitutes come back in.
Had a nice run of offense down the left side. Like you said, at the end, maybe the contact not as square as what he'd hoped. And right away when he kicked it, he grabbed his head, knew that wish he could have done maybe a better shot at getting it on net, but he attacked just off the mark to the left.
I think that was Braden Kennedy with it. Kick is away. Cavaliers trying to get the ball down the field, and Sidney just simply not letting them.
Yeah, they've played very sound defense. Just right now, you don't want to make anything foolish. You give them an easy opportunity or a high percentage opportunity, keep it in front of you, force them to really work the ball around, kill some clock, pass backwards, around, just avoid. Make sure you communicate and know where the cutters are coming from and make it
Inside,
difficult.
there's another save by Potts. Good shot there by Nick Fenton. Had a nice look at it, but Potts stays in the game, gets the save. Coming back the other way is Karn. Right side, shot and goal. There it is. Jaden Dankelson, number 10. Dankelson with the score with 12:37 left.
Assist to Karn, who has a goal and an assist tonight for Austin Karn, number 8. But Dankelson with the goal, like I said, at the 12:37 mark. And again, it's just, you mentioned earlier, the fatigue and just wearing down the Lehman Catholic defense. It's just been nonstop. It's almost after a while, how much more attacking can you withstand from a Cavalier defensive point?
Yeah, a little more depth for the Yellow Jackets, and it showed as Dankelson, not a starter in tonight's contest, but he gets the goal. Or else, I guess he's not a starter.
He was a support player.
So he gets the goal. Nice breakaway, nice move. Let's see if the Yellow Jackets can get on the scoreboard. Here comes Armstrong. Got a good look.
Got it. Oh, a good answer.
Armstrong bounces back, and Cavaliers are very happy on the sidelines with the Ryan Armstrong goal with 12:14 to play. Armstrong in the first half had a couple of those breakaways and wasn't able to capitalize on them, but that time he does. And the Cavaliers find the scoreboard. They trail 3-1.
Yeah, you mentioned they had some opportunities early in the game. Him and I believe it was also number 19, Salvador, kind of worked together, but that time Armstrong gets the winner.
Number 10, Dankelson, he'll handle it. Yellow Jackets taking her time, working it upfield. Van Tilburg, he'll send it all the way down. And Potts will have to scoop it up. Potts handling it. Strong kick into the center circle. Another goal here would make things interesting, wouldn't it, Jeff?
Yes, it would be. And Salvador and Armstrong have the potential. I mean, they probably have others, but those are their two main guys. It seem like they're the ball handlers, can create, handle it, possess it, get around defenders, and make things happen. But, yeah, a goal here definitely would change the dynamics of this match.
Sidney's pretty much been on top, not by a lot, but just enough.
But he felt like when it got to 3-0 just a couple minutes ago, that was probably the nail in the coffin. But, boy, good answer by the Cavaliers.
There's the throw-in. Yellow Jackets coming back the other way. They're going to send it long. Racing after it, and Potts is going to wisely come up and catch the ball, and he'll be able to kick it away. Out of bounds. Throw in Yellow Jackets.
But if you're Cavaliers of Lehman, definitely the time becoming a factor. You know, it takes a lot to score in soccer, and you need some runs. And they haven't had many runs this half. Again, much of the action has been on the right side of your TV screen tonight, and need to get some opportunities. But give credit to the Yellow Jackets. They've been able to possess the ball and really force Lehman, into some short possessions.
You go all the way back to September 6th for the last Lehman goal, so that was against Jackson Center, so
almost a month ago.
So a big score for Lehman. See if they can punch in another one, but Sidney's going to be on the attack. They'll send it back to midfield, and it's going to go past the touchline. Donner with the throw in. Cavaliers get it back out to midfield. Armstrong trying to get control of it. Up against Van Tilburg. Van Tilburg goes right side. Armstrong after him. Trying to get the ball. Strong defense. There's the whistle. Maybe not so strong.
Well, there was a lot of contact, and in the end, going to the ground was Van Tilburg, and maybe that was his way of saying enough is enough. You don't call it. There was definitely some contact by Armstrong, and what the limitations are what the limitations can be or are is judgmental. But Van Tilburg, I said, probably felt like he had enough.
Yeah. Got to get to the ball somehow if you're on defense. So Cavaliers try to get it out, and Sidney crowd says, just keep it down here. It's a lot safer.
Nice.
There's the lead pass. And once again, I'll tell you, Dankelson, he come in from that right side there, almost had another one.
He did like a curl. They fed it like towards the net, and he kind of curled around. It was beautiful. We had a good angle on it. The gap was to the left, and Dankelson actually ran to the right and then curled around and used his speed to get around and kind of catch up with the ball on the other side of the defender.
Dankelson, he'll get it over to the left side. Simpson's kick going to go wide to the right. Put a pretty good lick on that one, and it just went wide.
Yeah, the force was well struck. Those are, you have a split second, if you will, to make a play on the ball. And fortunately for the Cavaliers, the shot goes wide right. 16 shots tonight for the Yellow Jackets, and included in that 14 on goal, so 30 shots with nearly half of them on goal tonight for the Yellow Jackets.
Armstrong trying to chase this one down. 3 Sidney defenders back there. Armstrong, he's going to throw it back in quickly. Cavaliers trying to get the offense rolling here while it's down on this end of the field. Armstrong, he'll have it. Tries to make that move inside. Strong kick and up and over the beam.
Pretty good. They played quick. They took that throw in, went right to it, and Armstrong, solid attack and just over the top of the crossbar, but
strong kick by Ryan Armstrong. Goalie kick by Sidney. They get it back up to midfield, but possession here. The battle's going to go to Sidney. Simpson tries to get back into the middle of the field. 3 Yellow Jacket or Lehman defenders there. Jones will pick it back up. He'll get it over to Maloney. Maloney back over to Jones at midfield as Malone steps in. It's in the center circle. There's the lead pass by Carlisle. Yellow Jackets will take it back over. Dankelson has it. He'll shoot that pass downfield intended for Owen Karn.
Foul. Karn just too aggressive into this, the suddenly slower moving Cavalier ball handler, and just ran over. Too much contact.
Just trying to get possession of the ball.
He kind of was like changing sides of the Lehman defender and almost kind of came up on the opposite side unexpectedly, almost snuck it out, but too much contact.
Gus Schmiesing will send it up towards the center circle. Dankelson has it for a moment. There's a skirmish for the ball. It's going to come away to Malone, or Salvador rather. Now Loaiza has it, and it's going to go all the way back to Brewer, who'll just kick it back to midfield. Schmiesing trying to gain control of it for the Cavaliers, but it goes out of bounds. Thomas Schmeezing, number 7 for the Cavaliers. That's Karn. Back to the middle. Maloney's kick. He'll find Jones. Jones trying to work it upfield, but Simpson's not going to let him. Simpson makes the move inside, leads his pass, but Cavaliers are going to clear it. Now comes the chase.
Foot race.
Foot race. That's Armstrong out there. And
another nice defensive play by Quaintus. Again, we've seen him slide in and take some opportunities away from the Cavaliers. It was a foot race, and he caught up, and it made a nice, clean defensive play to squelch the attack. I believe it was by Salvador or Armstrong, one of those two guys for the Lehman Catholic running it down.
Leon will come back into the lineup for Sidney. As number 19 comes out, Braden Kennedy catches a break. Coming up on the 4-minute mark on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Lehman Cavaliers trail Sidney 3-1. Cavaliers trying to put the pressure on the Sidney defense. Goes out of bounds. Throw in will take place for the Cavaliers. Big throw in for the Cavaliers. Right in front. Armstrong goes down. Van Tilburg is down. Dankelson clears it all the way up. Shoots a pass to the right side. Here comes Karn trying to regain control. He has it. Fires it towards Potts. And boy, there's a cross there as Karn's trying to find one of his teammates, I think, but Potts wisely comes out and stops that crossing pass.
Well, on the other end of the field to start that transition, Graham Van Tilburg had a nice defensive play to kind of start that transition on to offense, and
Carlisle with the shot, but Braxton Brewer will save it. Out to or make that Laforme with the shot. Samuel Laforme, excuse me. Dankelson, left-footed kick is going to go into the corner. And it's going to stop in the corner.
Well, that's a heck of a kick to keep it in play and force them to go after it.
Lehman will have it. Carlson with it now. Gets it back to Bolon. Jones had it for a moment. It's in the center circle. Simpson tries to get for Sidney. The defense goes back and collapses. Quaintance. And there's that number 11 again. Only a sophomore, Gilbert Quaintance, sophomore defenseman for the Yellow Jackets. As we have noted, has done a nice job. Schmeezing's kick will go to the right side, and we've got a whistle. Stop in play. Clock will stop at 2:05. Just a reminder that all timeouts tonight are brought to you by Precision Strip. And in soccer matches, that does not happen very often.
No. I was going to say, was this just a stop to get subs in?
I believe so.
Fine with me.
There, they start the clock. Clock starts counting down after the subs were made.
.205 went back on the clock.
Clock stops, and we're going to have there it is, 2:05 goes back on the board. As we'll regroup here, like we said, all timeouts brought to you by Precision Strip on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard. It's Sidney 3, Lehman 1. Cavaliers had a couple of opportunities here to cut further into that Sidney lead, but haven't been able to do so. Upfield to Dankelson. Dankelson has it. Down the middle he goes. Dankelson, left side. He feeds his teammate, and shot just goes to the right side. Isaiah Loaiza Kick goes wide right.
Nice job by Dankelson getting it down the pitch for him and give him a nice opportunity for number 13, Isaiah Loaiza's attempt that just missed to the right.
Dankelson's only a freshman. Lehman with the throw in. And the kick by Sidney goes out, so throw in will be Lehman. Good opportunity as they send it deep into the corner, and it will go back out.
Nice job here by Sidney, the Yellow Jacket defense, just basically killing the time and forcing Lehman Catholic to regroup and re-toss as the clock continues to run, really taking away any chance for the Lehman Catholic Cavaliers to make a good comeback here.
And we go under a minute, as you can see.
Corner kick.
Cavaliers going to get a corner kick. Here's a big one, right in front of the goal. Goalie. As Brewer just scoops it away, and he'll send it downfield with a kick. Lehman trying to keep the pressure on, but just not going to happen as they'll kick it out of bounds.
That went to the football field. Making no doubt about it, that was struck, killing the time, but that'll just have another throw in here. But
we'll stop the clock though at 25 seconds as they chase the ball down.
Maybe too much aggressiveness there.
Yeah. Toss in. It's going to go back out, and Sidney's going to have it. That's pretty much going to be it here at Sidney Soccer Field as the Yellow Jackets are going to hang on for the win. There's the toss in as the countdown begins.
3, 2, 1.
And that's it. Sidney comes away with a win.
Soccer fans in one entertaining and hard-fought matchup.
Yellow Jackets come up with a win number 4 on the season. Our score, the Sidney Yellow Jackets 3, the Lehman Cavaliers 1. We'll be back with our recap. You've been watching high school soccer on NKTelco Sports.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Whether you do business from a corner store or a corner office, there is one asset your business cannot do without: the internet. Everything from sales and marketing, training and shipping, PR, HR, and R&D, your business relies on a fast, reliable, and secure connection. And now, it's more important than ever to partner with an internet provider you can trust. Get Flight Fiber for Business, backed by local tech support from NKTelco. Call today.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Sidney Yellow Jackets defeat the Lehman Cavaliers 3-1 here on the Sidney Soccer Field. A pretty competitive match. Cavaliers trying to stick one in at the end. Over the last 10 minutes or so of this one, Armstrong had put them on the board with 12:14 to go, and from there on they were trying to get that goal to cut that lead to 1, but it never happened. And Sidney comes away with a nice win, 3-1 over their crosstown rivals. Let's take a look at our final numbers here for tonight's game, brought to you by Wagner's IGA.
For the game, total shots for the Sidney Yellow Jackets, 31. Of those 31, just under half, 14 of those were on goal. So 31 shots for the Yellow Jackets, 14 on goal. For Lehman Catholic, just 13 shots on goal with 8 of those. 13 total shots with 8 of those on goal. And that's kind of the difference. We thought that the Sidney Yellow Jackets just too much offense tonight. You can tell there by the number of attempts, 31 shots on in total, and 14 of those on goal. Did a nice job keeping the pressure on the Yellow Jacket the Cavalier defense did the Yellow Jackets, and finally it just broke them down. Got some goals. You remember that first one came off of a breakaway for Owen Karn to make it 1-0, and then Connor Simpson scored his 6th of the season, make it 2-0, and then Jaden Dankelson scored 3-0, correct? Yes. And then you mentioned Ryan Armstrong, a nice play by him shortly after that 3-0 lead, cut it to 3-1, and then things got pretty frantic, like you mentioned. Lehman played fast, but could not, find the back of the net. And a good job by the Yellow Jacket defense to withstand that last rush by the Cavaliers.
Couple of improving teams here on Sidney Soccer Field. Good to see. Yellow Jacks 3-1 over Lehman. Our player of the game brought to you by NKTelco, and the honor goes to
number 8, senior Owen Karn. He scored his first goal of the season and also had the assist on Jaden Dankelson's goal that put him up 3-0 at that time. And we mentioned Karn was very aggressive tonight up and down the pitch and got his first goal, and that kind of set the stage, a way to break the ice, if you will, at the 25-13 mark. And then the assist to Dankelson at 12:37 left to play in the second half. And good job and congratulations to the senior for the Sidney Yellow Jackets, number 8, Owen Karn, our NKTelco player of the game.
I'd like to thank all of our sponsors here tonight for the Lehman Sidney contest: Keyhole Pizza, First National Bank, Precision Strip, Emerson Climate Technologies, Carriage Works, Grand Lake Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric Automation, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, Pratt Industries, Wagner's IGA, Wilson Health, Winners Meats, and NKTelco. Keys to Game brought to you tonight by Keyhole Pizza. Scoreboard sponsor, First National Bank, Think First. Starting lineup, Emerson Climate Technologies. Timeout sponsor, Precision Strip. Player of the game, NKTelco. Additional sponsors, Burke Petroleum, Chiltech LLC, Cy Schwederman Incorporated, Dickman Supply, Hometown Opportunity, Hillsman Automotive, Park National Bank, Securcom, and St. Henry Bank. Our director and camera operator tonight, Scott Robinson. I'm Dave Helmstetter. Alongside me tonight, Jeff Henchen. Our final score from Sidney: the Sidney Yellow Jackets 3, the Lehman Cavaliers 1. You have been watching high school soccer on NKTelco Sports.